What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I gotta address something that I found very interesting. It's concerning Adrian, the problem about billions, Broner. Adrian Broner has supposedly signed a five-fight deal for $50 million, so that's $10 million a fight. You know, all I can say about Adrian Broner is, hey, good for him. You know what I mean? I'm glad that he got this opportunity because the way his record is looking, the draw that he had with Jesse Vargas, the losses to Maidana and Sean Porter and Mikey Garcia, it wasn't looking too promising for him after turning down two deals from Eddie Hearn and Rock Nation. So, Mayweather has signed him a five-fight deal. So, you know, I think it's great for him. I think it's great for Adrian Broner. The only question is, what's going to be his competition? What five fights will this be? Will it be at welterweight? Will it be at 140? Will it be at a catch weight? You know what I mean? It's so many different questions now to be asked, and really the main question is, after all the beef and the back and forth between the love and hate between him and Mayweather, why is Mayweather signing Adrian Broner now, after all things? If I had to guess, my opinion would be because of business wars. It's a business war brewing. People don't know this, but between Eddie Hearn with his D-Zone and Mayweather Promotions with the detractors of their promotional company, the fighters are leaving. You got Mickey Bay, you got Saul Rodriguez, you got Savannah Marshall. Tank Davis has said a few things. He hasn't really came out. He said some things on the slick, subliminally in regards to Mayweather Promotions, but he hasn't really just came out and said that just yet. You know what I mean? But who knows? That time may be coming. And it's time for Mayweather Promotions to really bounce back and put someone else in their stable that's known, that can sell tickets, that is charismatic. And that person is Adrian Broner. Will he win? That's a different story. I mean, that's really not the case. I mean, if he wins or loses, he's still getting this money. And I'm just really glad that he can do this at his career right now, because I think he could have got a fight or a deal like this 5 years ago, but I'm not sure about right now. And it's just surprising to see him with this type of opportunity. So, if he goes up to 147 and fights anyone, he's going to take a beating. Because if we notice anything about the track record of Adrian Broner doesn't really rise to the occasion. He's too tentative in there. He waits, and he doesn't take the initiative by making the fight or taking the fight to the opponent, especially if that opponent is an elite fighter. That isn't some B- or C- fighter. You know what I mean? If he's dealing with an A+ fighter or really an A- fighter, he's pretty much gone. Even a B+ fighter, will give Adrian Broner problems. I'm looking at Adrian Broner as like a C+ fighter right now. I don't even see him the way he was, because I think the Maidana fight discouraged him from getting off like he did, because he was worried about what was coming back. Don't get me wrong, Adrian Broner is a tough guy. The times he was knocked down, and he was only knocked down twice in his career by Maidana. He got up, and he did the best that he could do due to the knockdowns. You know what I'm saying? So I don't. This video is not to rag on Adrian Broner. It's really to congratulate him. But it's always the angle and the deeper meaning behind why he was signed and was allowed this much money. You know what I mean? But it makes sense. If he turns down $40 million for I believe 5 fights with Rock Nation, and then turns down a 3-fight deal with Eddie Hearn, Mayweather had to do something quick, and they know they had to offer Adrian Broner more than what he was offered, 3 years ago. So they did. And, and Adrian Broner's that kind of dude. He's like Wilder. He'll go to the social media and blast you for feeling offended. You know what I mean? From the offer that was given to him, he'll go and put you on blast. So Mayweather, they had to do something quick because they got three people that left their stable. Then they needed to get somebody back that was going to rejuvenate their promotional company. Like, look at Golden Boy. They have Canelo Alvarez. K2 Promotions has Gennady Golovkin. Bob Arum has, Lomachenko and Crawford. So these guys have these star fighters that bring in a lot of revenue. Now, as compared to the other guys, if you can compare Adrian Broner to those guys, I'm not sure how they would pan out, but I mean, I would love to see Broner fight Crawford. You know what I'm saying? Because it looks like those type of fights will happen. Because if that's the weight class that they're bringing Broner in, because I don't know. I mean, that's Mayweather. We don't know, because this could all be Mayweather's way of paying Adrian Broner a sufficient amount of money to throw him to the lions. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, sure, they had to do something with their promotional company, but it had to be allowed by certain people. So, Adrian Broner, this might be his last hoorah as a fighter anyway. So it's good for him. If he's going to take a beating, he might as well get paid for it. Hey, it's called prize fighting. So, you know what I mean? That's pretty much the deal. I'm just curious to know what who Broner will fight. That's my biggest concern. You know what I mean? But again, congratulations to you, Adrian Broner. I guess, hey, if you set your standards high, you get what you want eventually. So he got what he wants. No complaints. He's a fighter at the end of the day. He's a prize fighter. So, you fight for that prize of cash, and that's what he received. So, but again, I just want to know who these guys are, what weight class, and all that good stuff. So anyway, I'm just chopping it up, giving you guys that bit of news you've probably already heard, but I just wanted to address it and give you my take on it. And you guys give me what you think, and what you feel about it. You tell me how you feel. And you guys been counterpunched. Please subscribe.